So here we are, the first full day, and we're in Fife and we're just visiting relatives. Behind me you can see the remains of Ravenscraig Castle, and we've just come down here. We're meeting some of Jane's relatives, and it's a beautiful day. So as you can see, Teddy's taking advantage of the fact that he's found some sea. This is the Firth of Forth. Over this way is Edinburgh. So we set off from Fife and head north. Our first stopover is Inverness, and that journey takes around about 2.5 hours. And here we are arriving at our first campsite, and the weather looks like it's going to be a great week. So we set off then, heading up north. We stop off at Dornoch, if that's how it's pronounced. Beautiful, beautiful beach. Highly recommend this place. Again, the weather looks great. Teddy loves playing in the sea. This guy doesn't look too happy with his hairstyle and his horns. But anyway, we carry on heading north, and this is us just about to join the NC500 now. Right on the north coast. We didn't go up as high as John O'Groats. We didn't really see the reason, and also we didn't spend any time on the east coast. We wanted to get right up to the west coast first. This was a place that we came across, and we just had to stop and take some photos and whatever. It was just a beautiful place to be. Fabulous wood carvings. We saw lots and lots of waterfalls as we was on our travels. So here we are, left is Ullapool, right is John O'Groats, and we just went just up the road to Inverness, which was home to Sango Sands camping site, and this was a lovely, lovely site. Fabulous beaches, great location. Here we are on Sango Beach, and the site that we're staying in is right behind me, and our van is literally there on top of the hill. So we've got a view right over the whole of this bay, and also over the whole of the next bay. It's not as cold as it looks. It's absolutely lovely. This beach is absolutely brilliant. Including electric, it cost us £10 per person, and £5 for the electric. So for the three of us, it was £35. On the way out of Sango Sands, we had to call at Cocoa Mountain. It was rumoured to be the best hot chocolate in the world, and we also had to go to Smoo Cave. We were told that we would regret it if we didn't. So we went, and yeah, it was great. Of all the things that could possibly be one of our highlights of the holiday, this was it. Absolutely stunning. This was another highlight, the Kirkcaldy Bridge. Here we are now heading down the hill into our next port of call, Portabach campsite. Unfortunately, when we set off the next day, the weather wasn't particularly great, so we didn't end up doing very much filming, to be totally honest. We just headed to Applecross. but we did manage to come across this beauty as we were going in. We're just about to leave Applecross, so we stayed the night last night overlooking the lake, and yeah, we're going to be doing the Applecross Pass exit. We came here via the coastal route, which was yeah, that was okay. Now, I have done a completely separate video of the whole of this journey. It's too long to include in this video because it would become boring, but for those of you that are interested in the Applecross Pass, then please check out the link that's in the top right hand corner of your screen, and it's also linked in the description below, and then you can see it all from end to end. But anyway, these are the highlights. The Applecross Pass is notorious as, well, the scariest road in Britain apparently, and yeah, there are quite a few switchbacks and hairpin bends that, to be totally honest with you, I wouldn't really want to attempt in a vehicle bigger than what we had. I have seen videos of people going down it and also up it in an 8-metre RV, but yeah, 7 metres was about the biggest for me. Also, when we were up there, we had snow the next day, which you'll see in a second, and we saw on the Facebook groups that there were people attempting to do this in the snow, which I would say is yeah, a step too far, to be honest. I think some people would call it insane. There you go. I think this particular bend was probably the worst. I have seen people have to reverse and go backwards and forwards to get round this. It didn't cause us any problems, but yeah, some people it has. The key here really is not to sit on your brakes. Keep your gearbox in a low gear. I think we were in probably second for most of the journey down. The revs were probably about 4,000 revs, but at least I didn't cook the brakes, and there was no scary moments, to be honest. This was also quite a memorable hairpin. This may have actually been the worst, to be honest. There you go, Blacknabar. We've done it in a 7-metre motorhome, and we've done it coming out of Applecross in October, and as you've seen, we didn't really come across a huge amount of traffic. I can imagine in summer that would be an absolute nightmare, and I wouldn't really fancy reversing up some of those parts of the roads. But anyway, no drama. So from there we decided to go over to Skye, and we crossed over the bridge, and the weather got worse and worse and worse. Sideways rain. Unfortunately, it was just a washout. There was no point in staying, so we headed to the Trossachs, and we found a lovely place at the base of Ben Nevis, and we woke up in the morning to snow on the mountains, which was fabulous. This is the Three Sisters, so we drove from Ben Nevis to Callander, and we picked up some absolutely fabulous scenery on the way home. The snow-capped mountains, absolutely beautiful. We found a loch for Teddy to swim in. So we've travelled down from the Highlands, and now we're in the Trossachs. So this is Loch Lomond behind me, and we're shortly heading off to a place called Callander. But we've stopped here for a bit of lunch, and it's absolutely beautiful. The sun's shining. We had a bit of snow last night, which has made the mountains look all the better, and Ted's just enjoying a bit of a swim. So we stayed over that night in Callander, and then we headed off home. We cut the holiday short just because of the weather, to be honest. It was a shame, but we did about 1,500 miles and we had an absolutely fabulous time, and we can't wait to come back again. Well, we hope you enjoyed it, and it would be great to see some comments from you. And if you did enjoy it, the thumbs up button's a good way to show it. Thanks very much for your time. Bye bye for now.